Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Object 261, the Tier 10 Soviet SPG. We're located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and this Ukrainian-flagged 261 is under the command of DJJamesBound. He's got an 18cm howitzer as his main armament, based on the hull of an IS-7. It's actually a naval gun, this one, and very effective at that, but it's only got 800 alpha, 45mm of pen, decent pen, and he's aimed it down range straight away because an enemy tank's popped up. And look at that, first shot, he takes out the AMX-13-105 by the rock in the center of the map. That was a very silly move by the AMX-13, but yes, nice kill straight off the bat. I did that just the other day, actually. First kill of the game. It certainly puts things in perspective when you can do that. Okay, next one is a Leopard 1. He's up on the spotting hill, F7. And he gets a hit. And it is a pen, a high roll pen, 887. Yeah, that that Leopard 1 is not going to be feeling so hot now. In fact, I think he's probably cursing like mad because he's lost half his hit points because he didn't need to do that. Oh, there he is again. Okay, we're going to go for him or the other one. Both, I hope. He's loaded. Just trying to get the setup correct. I think he went for the one that was moving away, but he wasn't going to fire because, of course, he's only got 20 rounds of ammunition, and he wanted to be absolutely certain. He fired. Unfortunately, it fell short. He was trying to pick the perfect moment. Now, Malinovka is one of my favorite maps, actually, in the game. Of course, I like Prokhorovka. Sand River is my favorite by far. But the reason I like this map is because there are clear lines of attack by the enemy, and they have to go up the hill and capture the hill. If they don't capture the hill, then they have to be very crafty and devious about how they get to the enemy, to our cap. But the good thing about it is that if you don't win the top of the hill, you can stop the enemy as they try to come down the other side. And of course, there's two levels of hill. The first level here, and he's got two targets to fire at. Hits the 279 and stuns the VK. It really cramps the enemy's style, and they keep getting stunned all the time, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now, DJJamesBound is the only RT on his team, so he's having to do most of the work to stun the enemy and keep them suppressed. He's focusing on the VK now. .279 is just holding up against that rock for protection. Standard reload time 30.68 seconds. DJJamesBound's got 24 seconds. Another hit. 279. You can see from where the shells are actually hitting the 279, mostly on the turret, that he is actually effectively damaging the crew of that 279, making it difficult for the guys to play. Oh, that's a one shot now. I think he wants to kill on the Bosch, but he actually changes his mind and goes for the hit points instead. Fires at 279. Oh, that's a good one. 274. Sometimes it's a good idea to hold back on firing until the enemy tanks get closer together so you can stun them all with the same shot. 279 went down there to an M454, and now the VK is using his hull for cover, but he can't cover himself from DJJamesBound because, yep, he can go over the top. And now that VK is in tremendous trouble. He's not only getting stunned, but he's getting shot at by our tanks who are using the enemy's wreck for cover. He's lined up. Fires it in. Lands the shell alongside the VK. I don't think he meant to do that, but it's just RNG sent the shell just slightly to the right. Meanwhile, up top of the hill, the enemy, well, they've only got a chieftain there, T95 FE4201. And a little further back, they've also got another tank, but he seems to be coping with the lower level. And he is receiving fire from the Badger. And there's the kill shot. So 2 kills now. And the enemy just lost their Viz-55, which means we've captured the hill. Whoop, there we've captured the hill. The VK7201K just went. So now the enemy is in desperate trouble. Okay, we've got a Heshbon. Unfortunately, he just wiped out our T100LT. We can't get a shot on him because he's hiding behind the farm, but we can deal with this gorilla here. He's managed to get fairly close, but he's down by the water, and we can put a shell in there. And yes, he does. 405. Of course, gorillas don't have any armor as such. It's really just a panther hull with a very big gun on top of it, which makes it very vulnerable to any arty fire at all. Seen a lot of gorillas hide behind buildings thinking they're perfectly safe, and they suffer almost as much damage hiding behind the building as they do when they actually get hit. And you see that round landed in the water. Wasn't really particularly close to him, but he still suffered 326 hit points, and he drowned. He managed to hit him and disable him underwater, and he drowned. So he got a mobility kill. Yep, he disabled the guy underwater. That's nice. That's 3 kills. And he did it with a near miss as well. Now, that's a different boss from the one we saw earlier. Oh, well, it stunned him. And we got some stun assist. Just keep following him. You can see where the trace is ending. The enemy tank isn't too far away, but guys have actually stopped firing temporarily because he's backing off and we lost sight of him, but he will appear momentarily. In the meantime, we're going for the Heshbon. Oh, we fired just as he fired. He ducked into cover very quickly. Just the other day I was with an Object 261, and I may have mentioned this earlier. I got the first kill of the game, and it was actually a Heshbon who was hiding in a very, well, not hiding, he was actually in a very prominent place, and I just blew the shell in and took him out. It kind of did that, you know, it just blew him away with one shot, because of course it hit the turret. Unfortunately, can't get a shot on this guy at the moment, and he doesn't need to because he's out the game. So where is the last enemy? It's a Leopard 1. I think it's one of the ones we saw earlier in the game. In fact, it may have been the one that we hit first. There he is. No, it's not the one that we hit first, but he is going to drown if he stays underwater like that. Oh! And he's drowning himself deliberately. What a putz. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first class tank for DJJamesBound in the Object 261. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly, as well as getting a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 13. And he got a win rate of 5,283, which is super unicum level. Very good indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game. Overall, he did 4,165 hit points of damage. No high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. Second highest damage went to the Chieftain on his team with 3,865 hit points. And the third highest damage actually went to the Leopard 1 on the enemy team, the one that killed himself at the end of the game. What a mistake. What a mistake. You could have done more damage. 2,787 to him, which shows he's not an idiot, but unfortunately he proved himself to be a wally by going and drowning himself at the end of the game. At least you try to get some more hit points even if it means you have to do a comedy kill on the enemy by even just running at him and screaming loudly. It sometimes works. When it came to kills, yeah, DJJamesBound got the high one with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the AMX M454, and then 2 kills went to that Heshbon. Yes, he did manage to nuke 2 of our guys in that game. And when it came to base XP, it was the UDES that did the best. UDES 1516 got 1021, the only player to get over 1000. The Chieftain got 997. And in third place, we've got DJJamesBound with 929. He fired 17 rounds, so still had 3 rounds left at the end of the game. Got 10 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration. We know that penetration, that was on the Leopard. That was a very big hit as well. 15 splashes on the enemy as well. 4,165 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 509 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. He earned 54,498 credits on a premium count, 27,249 personal reserves, 77,249 from holiday ops, I think. 158,996 credits for the battle as a whole, and after ammunition and resupply, he actually had 105,336 credits profit. He got 7 bonds because it was a tier 10 game. 1,393 XP times 2 for the first victory, 696 from personal reserves, 3,483 experience points altogether. So there you go. A very good round in the 261. No major medals, but he did get the highest damage in the game, just short on getting the 20% that he needed to get the medal for high caliber. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.